People, what's going on? Salute to all new subscribers and all those who continue to rock with me through this journey and what we do. So today, it came to me about having failed or failing expectations of others and what they see us doing in our life, how they view us, what they expect from us, because who we built ourselves to be. And a lot of times we see how happy things make other people when we doing good, when all the praise is coming to us. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful feeling. But sometimes you got to follow your own path. You got to find your own path. This is your life to walk. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got some real good talents. Some of y'all are very, very hard workers. And that has gotten you very far in this life. And it has taken you from places where you no longer needed to be. And what we choose to do in our walk in our life is up to us. Nobody else. Now, getting guidance plays a factor because the people that have those expectations of us are the people that's guiding us. But sometimes in that guidance, we have to realize we just not listening. Excuse me. We are listening, but we still have to find our own path. We still have to do what works for us. And that's what leads into people's failing expectations of us, because now we're doing what we want to do, not what they want us to do. And secretly, some of y'all live a lifestyle that people don't approve of. Now, whatever that is for you, that's fine. It's totally fine. But when people notice or things about you, it's not to their liking. Sometimes we feel shamed or ashamed about how it is that we living, what we doing to put food on our table, or having the fun that we want to have in our life. And I gotta say, yes, we all experience some form of expectations of other people, because sometimes we work so hard, we put 120% into what we're doing, no matter what it is, whatever that is for you, that it makes us feel good for what we're doing. And it should, because this is your life to live and you only got one. Now, you might get a second chance at the way you want to live your life, but you only got one life. And we don't need to think about other people's expectations. It's fine, it's cool that they have expectations of us, but your expectations of yourself supersedes all others' expectations of you. You only learn that through people saying that they're disappointed, or you can see the hurt or disappointment in their face. But for you, you have to realize and explain to them like, yo, this is what I need to do. This is what I want to do in my life. And it really came to me because you think about a lot of different things in your life, and we try to follow somebody else's expectations but our own. And people feel like they always want us to do what they want us to do because we may have the drive to do it and whatever we said we want to do. Now, a lot of times you're trying to figure that out, but then finding your path is going to be a lot of different directions you want to go, and there's going to be some distractions also within that direction, because we got to find it. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. It's hard to do, but you'll find it. And you don't want to become burnt out, because you will become burnt out following everybody's expectations of you. Or you get so far in your life doing what it is that you do best, and then you leave it alone. You put it to the side like a toy, because now you found a new calling on your life, whatever that is. And people looking at you like, well, why did you stop? What are you doing? This is your money maker, or this is what you do. Everybody knows you. But listen, again, this is your life. Stop putting, only worry about what it is that you're doing. For instance, when you're on a plane, because I was recently on a plane, and it talks about if we having any turbulence or any problems with the plane, what drops down? Your oxygen mask, right? And it says, secure yourself first before helping others. Because if you don't, how are you going to secure your oxygen and you worrying about somebody else first? You can't help nobody else unless you secure yourself first with that oxygen mask. That's just like expectations. You have to have your expectations set, limited for yourself before all others. So your safety or whatever, your expectations supersede all others. And that's what we need to learn. That's what we need to keep going with. Don't worry about other people's expectations. They had them, they'll keep having them. But we're doing good. You're doing good in what you're doing. Again, this is your life. You're giving 120%. As long as you're giving 120%, there shouldn't be no distractions from other people about what they think about you, because you learn not to even really get into that any longer. You know what I'm saying? You just need to know that people are always gonna want you to do what they want you to do. You know? And you feel like some people won't even let you off the hook because they feel like you're making a mistake for what it is that you're doing in your life. People gotta let you make mistakes. That's part of life. The older you get, the more mistakes you make, but you're here. You're still living to correct it. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a resolve and peace in what it is that you're doing. And I, like, you know, my pops, for instance, when I was growing up, you know, he was a boxer. You know, he boxed. He taught me how to box. But that wasn't really, you know, that was a bond between me and my father. But that really wasn't my thing right then and there. He had me in football. I was naturally good at football. That wasn't my thing. Basketball was my love. And I went a lot farther in basketball because that's something I wanted to do. I had the height for it. I had the build for it. I had the speed for it. So you know what? Even though that may have, you know, he may not ever said disappointed or whatever, but it's like, you know, when you raising your kids, you like, yo, I think they're really good in this. They can go far. And they don't do it. You like, oh man, I wish they had did this. You know what I'm saying? It's just those kind of expectations. And I won't say he was disappointed in me at all. You know what I'm saying? My father's a proud father. But he thought I had the strength, the insight for that as well. But basketball is my love. You know what I'm saying? And I went a lot further and I learned a lot more things than I would have because that was not my interest at the time. I knew it would teach me certain things in life later, discipline and the whole nine. But that I had to go my own way. That was my calling for me. You know what I'm saying? Now that was just something being young and growing up, like, yo, that's something we had a bond in, but where I wanted to bond and where I wanted to live, and I made a conscious decision at a young age to do that. And I want to let you know that with me even telling you that story is that don't forego your talents or your callings behind other people's expectations of you. Because the moment you do that, and you won't realize once you do it, once you forego that your talents or your calling, you won't know it at first. If you've done it or you're doing it now, you will not notice it until it's pretty much too late. And it's a tough pill to swallow when you went somebody else's way when you should have went your own. That's where the conflict, the fork in the road meets. You know, you have to do some kind of resolving with yourself and with how people see you. Do not forego your talents or your callings behind other people's expectations. Alright? So I'm gonna leave it there. I want y'all to think on what y'all heard today. So y'all be blessed, people. And I'm going to keep it pushing until the next one. All right?